How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Tigers and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Team 18. Check line 54. Line 54. I got you.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Spiller. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
54 Mike. Watch the run.
Now Spiller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Spiller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and push right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success. Run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet. Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Coming to you.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Leo.
2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Johnson. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal on the ground. This is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Behind him, go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. But here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on second and 13, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter.
Texans 3.
Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. Second and 15. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things there in the excitement area.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7.
Thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Spiller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 48 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Third down here.
It's 3rd and 11.
Set. Team. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Operating from the gun. Watson being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
25 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Escaping, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it. We're set. 19. Check, check. 24. 26. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take hands up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson looking deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got Fuller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
64.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
I know at retirement ceremonies a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
Let's go. Set. 10 logo. Check out. Read. Let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ready? 70, Indy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Fair.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Sliding out of the pocket. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they try the right side here. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run it with Spiller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And Myers able to knock it through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That is caught inside the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Back
now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll look to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's coming. That's it. Hey, tight. Mike 13.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Panthers have scored to extend their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Put him down. Mike 13.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's into the clear. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
All day, all day. Let's go now.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A first down carry here for Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Reset. 19. 54. And 24. All day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Alert.
Here we go on 4th. Watson forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Johnson. Oh, what a juke into space. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.